We were talking about this at lunch yesterday. We were talking about leaving stuff to your pet in the will.
Yeah, because...
Where did we get this?
Well, because it was Max's birthday 2 days ago, and you love him so much.
So after a glass of wine, Nate looks over and says, so, if you die today, what's the dog get?
Everything.
Yeah. I feel like you, of all people, would probably leave your dog something in the will. And then I was thinking, maybe people do leave their pets something in the will.
There was a woman here locally who left like tens of thousands of dollars to her cat, I believe.
Well, I need to cover this because it's not taken care of. I mean, as right now, he's just considered a possession. So whoever gets all my possessions would get the dog. But that's not fair. He's more than a possession. He's my puppy.
Yeah,
for sure.
I feel like he should get a house or something.
But I totally get if you want to make sure that whoever is taking care of the dog takes extra care of them. Mm-hmm. If you leave a lot more money for them, maybe the odds are better.
Oh, that's a good point, actually.
You know?
Yeah,
because the dog's worth more at that point.
Right.
Like if you leave, a bunch of chunk of change to Max, then therefore whoever gets Max gets to spend his money the way he sees fit, and he's taken care of better.
Oh, please, let's get real. Max really isn't going to make any big, wise financial decisions.
Could you imagine?
I mean,
Max... I would like the good bones this week.
You have to understand something. Max could live in a mansion or Max could live in a hotel room, and he would be the same in both places. I don't think they think spatially, do they? I mean, unless they're outside running around.
I mean, I think they would probably prefer
I would like a trip to the farm this week.
He wants a better AV system in the house.
Yeah, Daddy, I'd like a trip to the farm.
I don't think he knows any difference. What's scary?
I'm trying to understand this. If you leave your stuff to the dog and then the dog needs to transfer it to somebody, like money, how does he sign for
No,
it?
you don't leave. No. Oh my God. He doesn't have thumbs.
But wait a minute. He's got a point.
He's his Venmo. What?
Like there has to be somebody in charge of the dog's money.
That's how you do
Because
it.
the dog can't just put his paw on the thing and be, here you go.
It's a trustee for the dog. No, you don't leave money to a dog.
I was going to say you're stuck. I'm like, if you transfer everything to the dog, and then what? Then the dog...
That's actually saying screw you to everyone else in your life, though.
Totally is.
It really is.
Well, scary. Think about it. I don't,
Is the dog going to go, woof?
The dog is the executor of your will.
Hello,
I mean,
Megan.
there's really nothing worse. You think you're getting money, you go and the dog's got it all.
Hello, Megan. How are you?
Hey, good morning. How are you guys?
Doing okay. So your dad's old boss left millions to her dog when she passed away. Now, how did that work?
So she was, her name was Leona Hemsley. She was the Queen of Maine in New York City.
Oh, okay.
Helmsley.
Leona Helmsley. Yeah, she did pass away, and she left millions of dollars to her dog. But I'm sure there was like a trustee and taking care of it, right?
Well, she really didn't have a lot of family, I guess. So
Well, they all hated her.
a lot of people did. But she was really soft in her old age. But basically, his job then was to just watch this dog until they figured out what to do with it. And I'm not quite sure what the end result was, but I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah, but it was a trustee, but they had to people are paid to take care of the estate, and the dog is included as a piece of furniture, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of sad, but
According to her Wikipedia page, it says that she left her Maltese dog Trouble $12 million in a trust fund.
Right.
The sum would subsequently reduce to $2 million. And then the dog Trouble lived in Florida with the general manager of her hotel, and the $2 million paid for the dog's maintenance.
There you go.
Insane.
So who spent the original?
Go.
Who spent the original $10 million?
They reduced the amount that the dog got down to $2 million because they realized that would probably be enough.
A dog can't live on $12 million. That's
pretty good. I think he's doing pretty good.
There you go. Yeah, the Queen of Mean, Leona Helmsley. She would walk through one of the hotels here in the city, and she'd go through the kitchen, and she would find the lettuce ready for the salads for lunch. And if the lettuce was wet, she would start firing people.
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine?
Left and right.
The lettuce is wet. You're fired.
By the way, Trouble the dog, it cost $100,000 for Trouble to have full-time security for a year.
Yep. See, the dog didn't know.
Nope.
All right, Megan, thank you very much. I appreciate the story.
All right, have a good one.
You too. Hello, Heather.
Hi.
So you actually work with people who leave money to dogs?
All the time. I review estate documents for a living,
Mm-hmm.
and people direct, who they want their dog to go to. and they leave them a lump sum of money to take care of their dogs. It's pretty common.
There you go. So no, Scary, you can't leave money to a dog. You leave it to someone who's going to take care of the dog.
Right. So then can you leave money to a hamster?
Sure,
you can leave money to anything. You can leave money to a...
You can
anything.
do anything you want to do.
If it has a heartbeat, then you're good.
You can leave money to anything. He doesn't have to have a heartbeat.
You leave money to that hat over there.
You leave it to Nate. He doesn't have a heart. No, it's true. But the key is the person who is in charge, right? The trustee, Heather.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Or the person that's just going to take care of your dog.
Now, you can go further, as I've heard, to make sure you have another trustee who checks up on the dog's trustee.
That was my question.
To make sure they're doing the right thing.
Oh, yeah, you need that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
So, Heather, I mean, are you there when people, like when families come in to have the last will and testament read to them after the family member has deceased, and they all find out what they get?
No, I've never. I deal directly with families, so I've never been there when the will is read. I work closely with families,
Gotcha.
so I think most families already know.
Well, my mother, God rest her soul, my mother used to do that. Listen, thanks for listening to us, Heather. Have a great day, okay?
Hey, you too. Bye-bye.
My mother used to work for an attorney's office, and they were there when the family came in, and they were actually told what the will is leaving them.
Oh, my God. I would love to be there.
She said it was the most crazy, insane thing because a lot of times people don't know. And they come in, and so mom and dad start telling the kids, through their will and words, what they did and did not receive. And then fights break out.
Oh, yeah,
She said sometimes people would bring guns to the table.
Do you think she ever had it where like the father has just died and he leaves a video message with clues and now the whole family has to go on the most dangerous game?
What a pain in the ass.
To win the inheritance?
I'd be like, you guys just take it. I'm not going to sit here and, play Clue.
Whichever of you survives the night. And then the shutters go down. Chunk, chunk, chunk. And they're all locked in the mansion.
I think the answer is no. We have not gone through that.
I know family members who have said, well, you want the money now? You can have it, but when I go, there's going to be less for you. And so when you're sitting there, don't be upset with your brother and sister that they're getting more because you're taking it now.
Well, then you need to say in the will, by the way, remember when I loaned you $500?
Right.
I'm deducting that from your money. Hello, Nicole.
Hi.
What's going on?
Oh, my boyfriend bought a house that was left to a vet that the dog lived in by itself for years and had a caretaker come over and take care of it.
Wow.
Huh.
And now my boyfriend lives in the house with the dog under the understanding that this vet still pays all the vet bills and everything and takes care of the dog whenever it needs anything.
Wow. Well, Hugh Hefner at the Playboy Mansion in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. They sold the mansion, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But they said you can buy this beautiful, it needs to be redone. It's kind of a mess. Playboy Mansion, but Hugh Hefner has to come as a part of the mansion.
Yeah.
So there's an old guy living upstairs.
You just propped him up in the corner.
So
It's all good.
you can't. So you
It's
can't
kind
really.
of like that. This dog is old. She just had a 12-pound tumor removed.
Oof.
Wow.
Yeah, the vet takes care of everything, and
But-
now my boyfriend takes care of her except for her vet bills.
Wow.
But you know what? If that has been in the family for that long, it's a special part of the family.
Yeah.
Got to treat it
But the
like
family
that.
isn't there anymore. It's just the house.
Yeah,
the dog's
but-
just living. It's like a piece of the house.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Nicole. Makes no
Thank
sense.
you.
Okay. Thanks. No,
You
they bought a house, right?
Yeah.
But they have to take the dog.
Yeah.
Well,
The dog knows the house. The dog's comfortable there.
Then don't buy the house.
Yeah.
If you don't want what comes with the house,
That's the
buy a
point.
different house. There's
It's
a
like
lot
when
of
you-
houses out there.
It's like
That
when you
is
start
the
dating
point.
a stripper. You can't get mad at her for being a stripper. She was a stripper when you started
Right.
dating her. You knew what you were doing.
So
You knew she was a stripper.
All right. There you go. I prefer to say dancer.
Exotic.
for money.
Entertainer.
She'll do what you want her to do.
So let's get in. Who's that calling?
That's Greg T.
Is that Greg T? What do you need?
I'm just curious. I've been listening. Can you please leave me something when you go?
No.
Why would you be in his will?
Well, you're not in my will.
I'm hoping. I'm just crossing my fingers. A little
Why-
something.
Why?
Part of
No,
his
th-
will is actually taking money from you.
No, if I leave you something in my will, that means you're going to want me dead. I'm worth more dead than alive to you. Why would I do that?
Well, I'm just thinking, I can lose a couple of bucks, a couple of dollars wouldn't hurt me. Be nice.
Why do you sound sad? Are you watching This Is Us again?
Yeah, you sound like a storyline on This Is Us.
Well, between this and hearing Max gets everything and I get...
Goodbye.